Hello, my loves. Happy February 2nd. The portal is open to alignment, your divine's purpose, and of course, the true calling of your soul. You have a soul contract. And, I'm even battling with the alignment at this time because I know old versions of myself are trying to still hold on. But today I woke up going, okay, I get it. And then Instagram confirmed it by deleting my posts and flagging me for everything. And I was like, okay, so except for fighting this, I'm actually going to just do a quick little reset of everything. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just jump on and give you guys a collective read. So the first thing I want to say is please go on my website, subscribe to my email list, just in case Instagram, I don't know what it will happen. So that way we can still stay in touch. But I already knew that Instagram was going to go through some changes 2 years ago. So I'm not surprised. The other thing is that Sacred Sexuality is 22% off for those of you who are ready to enter the chambers of the Goddess and the Priestess of 10,000 Names. Remember, Sacred Sexuality is a part of Ascension, Kundalini, Tantra, Violet Flames, the Holy Grail, the Rose, and so forth. Okay, so it's a very deep, intimate 8-week program. So the energy that I pulled already is Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self, divine destiny, path of the divine warrior, and the lunar queen, she of the celestial crescent. And we're coming into a full moon on February 5th in Leo, which is prepping us for the 8-8 portal, which is going to be felt so strongly this year. Why? Because more of the collective consciousness is awakening to their truth. Now, there's been a lot of confirmations here, specifically with birds flying higher, seeing things from a higher perception. I want to confirm an energy here for the masculine energy, which is the God template, but definitely feeling the Divine Mother now more than ever. So a lot of you are going to be going through a lot of different Kundalini activation. Divine Masculine, this is your time to really come through as the abundance of the green man, and your dedication is being tested right now. I feel that very strongly. I see that a lot of masculines keep swinging back and forth, maybe living a little bit of a double life. However you guys want to roll with it. In the end of the day, the masculine energy is rising. It's just really understanding, are you truly ready to claim your abundance? Are you really ready to have this dedication? Now remember, the masculine and the feminine is all within oneself. I carry a masculine within me. I carry a feminine within me. But I also am aware of the soul contract. And how do you do that is by, really diving deep into a sacred container that can hold your soul print, your astrology records, the Akashic with Goddess Sophia. There's so many ways we can go through this in quantum sessions and so forth. But remember, everything takes time, so don't rush the process. Just like Kundalini, the mother saying, slow down, my love, slow down. So I know a lot of you are also entering a lot of ancient Egyptian timelines and codes. Congratulations, you are on the right path. I hope you can see. It's very, I can't see my screen, so I hope you guys can see it, but it is the energy that we're looking for right now as we enter, oh yeah, some magical portals. You guys, okay, big energy here. I'm going to give you both sides of the coin, as I always do. You're going to be asked to really work on the lower self, and envy is a big one. I actually gave an email yesterday in regards to this full moon and what it's being highlighted. And this is about the full moon, by the way, if I didn't say that. Ew, bless. And of course, there's noise happening, always interruptions. But you have been patient. And 1010 is God's plan. And there's a lot of value here. To have the green man with abundance and the door of value, which is the number 31, which equals a 4. The synchronicities here are major. We have a 7, we have a 4, we have a 6, and we have an 11. So we know that 2-2 portal is for those who master the energy and understand the ancient soul and the ancient energies, and of course the higher dimensions, right? You're not always in this physical realm. I know a lot of you are saying, Michelle, I'm in between worlds, something's happening, I feel weird. Yeah, you're being asked to move and really let go of the old template. God Odin is on the bottom with guidance, so you are definitely receiving guidance through. I'm receiving a lot of confirmations with birds, so look into that. But birds are divine messengers. With Goddess Isis as an initiate, you understand that you will be initiated by some type of bird, because it is the wings, and the wings have a lot of protection, like anointment. There's a lot of energy there, and you can look into how Goddess Isis used her wings to protect her beloved Osiris in the underworld, which is just a metaphoric story of this reality, which is the matrix, right? The 3D. So to step into Christ consciousness, excuse me, we are in year 7, so we understand this timeline, and there's a lot here, okay? So there is a lot here depending on what your soul is asking of you at this time. 2023 is the year to build. But you're gonna have to, excuse me, fill checker. You're gonna have to step away from the world that you're used to, so the old versions of you, and look at it through a different lens. Because prophecy is true, there are a lot of things that are going to be occurring. However, if you understand this path, then you understand that abundance, freedom, healing, patience, and everything else that is on the table here is your divine purpose. Cool. So let me just get some more clarity here using some astrology. Now, another message is too is like, you are your own savior. You are your own healer. But you also have to take priority in investing your time, right? That's the dedication. Basically, I want to say all of your energy to this, because it's going to require it at this time, because you're trying to build something. I'm coming out with life force legacy that took me years to come out with, because it's the energy of everything that I've ever done through the motion of shadow work, through the motion of sacred sexuality, through the motion of the goddess and god initiations, through all of the levels of the dark night of the soul, into the ascension path, through the twin flame template, through the violet flames, everything and anything, right? You go through past life activations, the initiations, the karmic closure. It took me a while, but what I do want to say is that 2023 is open to those of you who hear that calling to really have value and endurance and peace and flow in everyday life as you do this journey. You don't need to suffer. Suffering is a choice. So you're going to have to come into a place of really grasping on to the higher timelines here and understanding that, you have the choice to really walk this path as a leader, but in great abundance and joy and peace, you know what I mean? And in love. Because everything that's going to be around you at this point will be in mirroring. The higher you rise in consciousness, the more you have to allow your ego to die too. So this moon is telling you nothing is in stone yet. Why? I'm so happy to see this, because the true astrological year starts in April, which is the full moon, which is going to be the pink moon. But this is the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecasted. So this is going to be a balanced year for you if you do fall into your alignment. Look at this, guys, a double pink moon. So that's another confirmation. But again, this is full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. That's why the birds are so important. Surrender to the divine. When you surrender to the divine, it doesn't mean doing nothing. It means taking action. It means, jumping in those programs, jumping in those one-on-ones, jumping into those classes, constantly devoting your energy to the new alignment that is here for you. Again, this is ascension. Everything is going to be rewarded to those who act. And you have to kind of have like a really hustler mentality for this journey, I find, because you're constantly in competition with yourself. And today's message was really beautiful. Entering the temples yesterday, I went into the quantum fields. I had a very deep conversation with goddess Pele and also other energies. But what I want to say to you is this: when you enter higher quantum energies, which is the spiritual world, you're coming back like Moses went to get the 10 commandments on the mountain, but you have to come back to the human ears that don't understand that dialogue and share the divine energy. And to do that sometimes it's hard because people don't realize that without actually investing your energy into this and understanding that you're always in competition with your own self, God, right? You're not truly allowing God in through the ego self. You know, a lot of people don't understand what it is truly to surrender and to really be open to what the highest truth is by having that delicious support and delicious divine messengers. You know, we are eagles, we are hawks, we are higher initiates, so we have a higher perception, but when we fly down, we're flying down to the human ears so we can initiate and activate and allow that energy to surface in your own energy field. So that's what's happening right now, which is really good for this full moon. I want to jump into, oh, look at this. Take time to breathe out. That just sneaked out when I was pulling out the energies here for the Christ consciousness message, which is beautiful because the thing is, it's like, as we hustle, can you do a sacred hustle? And I like to say it that way. As a hustler, I understand this. So what I mean by this is this. You could still hustle, but a sacred hustler is the new energy, meaning you're going to have sacred rest. You know, for me, the funny thing is this. I always will tell this story. I remember years ago, I was just sitting at the pool with my girls, my soul sisters, you know, the ones that have been with me for over 25 years. And I said to them, we're tanning and I'm going to get paid for this. And they started laughing. They're like, yeah, we're right. Like, good luck to you, right? And that manifested because we understand that the sun is your energy field, meaning I am energetically activating my codes, my DNA, my vitality to receive the information I need to bring into this light work, right? Light work, meaning work. This is my business. This is my job. And it's true. For the last few years, I spend about 2 hours a day, if I can, out in the sun, and I get paid for it. Why? Because it's my ancient birthright. It's natural medicine. It's my doctor. I call it Dr. D. Okay? Yo, like when I'm like, I'm gonna go get some D. I'm with Ra. Like, you know, and you have to understand every single day you need to take time to breathe out. You need to transition the energy. You need to transmute. You need to transcend. You need to also listen. And this is just a simple, basic wisdom that we receive through ancient timelines and having support. You know, when you really have support, you don't let the false illusion take over. You're in alignment and you're really, really enjoying the journey. I see so many of my brothers and sisters constantly going through this pattern that breaks my heart. But you remember, it's like you can really grasp onto this energy when you just fully surrender to what you need to do here and give yourself permission to honor your soul's strength. Stay strong, Autumn Sky. Now this is going to be the energy coming through to the 8-8 portal. Remember, we're in the full moon of Leo, February 5th, blessed. 2, 5, vivid 7, right? So we're in the year 7. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Like today's 2-2, which is a 4, and we're in year 7. So it's an 11. That's actually my number. So today I woke up, I was like, highest energy, you know? Highest energy, because on Instagram I play in lower energies to remember, right? Moses goes up the mountain, grabs the 10 commandments, has to go back down and tell the tribe what's happening. And he has to say it that they can understand it. That's my Instagram page. That's why we say, go on my website. That's the true temple. That's the highest energy. And if you understand that everything's energy, then you're picking up on frequencies. So, strength. Be steadfast in your heart. There is a power in tenderness. Hold space for healing and growth. Be a safe haven for others in need. Stand for what you believe. Be willing to yield and adapt. Stay strong by Autumn Sky. And I love this because it's just another confirmation of the masculines really embracing their heart, really embracing the season of change and understanding that, they too, right? They too need a space to be vulnerable, needs to be seen, need to be authentic. They don't want to live double lives anymore. It's exhausting and their soul is exhausted. So this is the energy that I think is really beautiful. I also am going to say that there is going to be a lot more highlighted in this energy too on the opposite scale, right, of the darkness. Here we go. Look at this. I love this. Envy and the root chakra. We're working in the root chakra right now as a collective. So you can actually understand, are you really in alignment to your soul contract? You can't run away from this, Huntsy, okay? This is God. This is Goddess. This is Creator. You are here. These are prophetic times. Things have to happen in divine order. This is when you're going to feel that cleanse. And Archangel Michael, which is one of the most powerful archangels, if we're going to work with archangels to really clear out, working with Kali too, Goddess Kali, understanding this energy is really powerful right now and really clearing out the lust, the envy, the chaos of the root. So you can come into alignment because you know what, to be honest with you, here I go with my little shadiness as a shadow worker, as a prophetess. A lot of people were supposed to clear this up last year in 2022, but they chose their ego instead. So now it's like the energy is like, like Goddess Pele, like the volcano. It's going to feel more intense, more fiery. And you'll feel it and you'll see it in your dreams and you'll see it in your visions. And the more and more you fight this, which is your old self versus your new self, the more and more intense that energy will be. That's why shadow work is key right now, and also embracing, sacred sexuality is everything, because you're being called to open that door, and that door is to your real self, which is spirit. Look at that. Balance again. This is everything your soul truly desires and more. It's just really understanding that, can you actually fully embody this path and be the person you're meant to be, the leader, the way shower, the father, the mother, right? That energy. And know that this is truly the way home through the dedication. I'm just going to show you this again because I think that God Odin is such a great energy to work in your own psyche, very strong, very mature, much needed at this time. Because Lord Ganesh is saying, listen, like, you know your way home, and it's time for you to really claim it. But how brave are you to really leap into the new? And everything will be new, but don't worry about that, because what you're stepping into, I think that you are just dreaming of. And I think that people psych your ass out like my sisters did. I love my sisters. You can't do that. You can't make money tanning all day. Well, I've been doing it now since 2019, 2020 fully, embracing the energy, living the life that God has promised me, not what my ego has promised me, not what the human, not what my mother, not what my father, not what my sisters, not what humanity, not what social aspects, right? So the point is here is that, can you be the person in the mirror? We're going back into the mirror and looking at the lower mirror and saying, listen, I'm done with serving you. I'm done with serving the lower mirror, and I'm going to raise the bar to my own divinity and know that this is something that's promised. Money, my loves, is huge also for this full moon, and I'll say it very simply. There is money for war. Don't be afraid that there's not money to support you and your work here. Now, when I'm saying that, I'm saying everything is created by God. Therefore, money is created by God. But there's been so much fear against this in regards to money is demonic, money is evil. No, that's just your ego self telling you that. That's the lower mirror. If you could actually step into this divinity and understand that this door is everything you want and more, now you're holding this energy with a higher frequency of God and Goddess, which is to serve. And you're going to use the energy to serve. As a plane is flying right above me, some of you will be traveling and some of you are flying higher planes. Remember, the plane represents the ascension and the spiritual world. Leaving the world behind and creating the new kingdom. That's what's up. You guys, if you need help with anything, please contact me. Remember that Sacred Sexuality is 22% off. It's the most intimate program that I have. I am launching a new program, which is a 6-month long-term container for those who are ready to dedicate their life to their business and create sacred hustle, sacred life, sacred jewels, all that yummy stuff that I know that a lot of you are so ready for, which I'm so honored to help. Beginning programs is definitely the golden shadow. Like, if you're just beginning in this and you're like, oh my God, the lower mirror is challenging, guys, the golden shadow. That's been my number one program since the beginning of days, and it'll be the number one program till the end of days, because this is Kali, you got blessed. So anyways, y'all, I love you. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list, because I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Bye.